Yeah, I got you. Well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him.
The end is never the end is never the end is loading.
Nobody cares.
It was all. Yo. Thank you for the research.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Thank you. Wait, I know it's loud. I'm sorry.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Sorry. What's this? I did accidentally skip the intro.
We are putting cover sheets on Teeps reports now.
I didn't mean to skip it. I just wanted to. How do you? I can't. Chat? Hello? Chat? Chat. It froze again. My whole mouth.
Do you
everything.
hear us?
I can, but oh, everything froze.
I enjoyed my
again.
stay XQCL. Yo. Not like this.
This is so brutal, dude. This is so brutal. It hurts. It's so painful. And I don't know how to make it stop.
Hello, this is the technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Everything is breaking. Everything is breaking. Okay, so something full screened and rolled my computer into oblivion.
You know this wouldn't have happened if you didn't skip the damn intro, JLOL.
I don't know what did that, because I had... Alright, I guess... Alright, I'll try again.
What?
Like a minigun. Alright. We go again.
Everything is breaking, even the condoms.
Welcome back!
Pepe laugh.
Thank you! My first achievement. Mayaku! Hello?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oliver, listen.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
Look.
427.
Everything happens for a
Employee
reason,
number
chat.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor
Lawnmower
at
goes
his desk,
shirty
telling
area
him what buttons to
vavoom
push,
shirty
how long
and
to
rice
push them,
burners go
and
wow 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 wow.
This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
Look, it's J
Though
streaming.
he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
The narrator and TTS have nearly the same voice.
And then
This
one
is going
day,
to get
something
very
very peculiar
confusing.
happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
And
no
then
one had
Stanley's
showed up
wife
to give him
divorced him.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say
The narrator
hi.
and TTS
Never
have
in
nearly
all
the
his
same
years
voice.
at the
This
company
is going to
had
get
this
very
happen.
confusing.
This complete isolation.
You
Something was
probably
very clearly
get
wrong.
this
Shocked,
all
frozen
the
solid,
time.
Stanley found
But
himself
Jay, you
unable
are
to
so
move for
fucking
the
tall.
longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
I
and
recall.
stepped out of his office.
Okay. Hey, yo, what's up with me? Hey, yo, my name's Poke. Yo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Vavavoom,
decided to go to the
vavavoom,
meeting room.
vavavoom,
Perhaps he had
vavavoom.
simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Messer. Jar Jar Binks. Messer. Jar Jar Binks. Sounds like a game for Jay. Stanley? Stanley? What are you doing, Stanley? Stanley? Even the game said stop stalling. Pepe laugh.
I'm exploring, man. That's right. I own this place. I work here. This is mine. I am the boss. No one else can tell me otherwise. We're gonna turn off all the computers and save some energy here. What do you say?
How you gonna cope with cheap ass TTS while playing this game as well, lol? Like I said, advance the story.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Thank you. What are you gonna do now? The narrator just told you what to do.
Is it a trick question? Or is it reverse psychology?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
Jay got
employee
that rebel
lounge
streak,
first,
yo.
just to
You're
admire it.
overthinking again.
I need to turn off that computer.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I would like a soda.
Hi Jay, hope you're doing well and enjoying your day.
Fuel.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Ah,
A
yes.
room so
Truly
utterly
a room
captivating
worth
that
admiring.
even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking in.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Turns out Stanley had killed his co-workers.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Is Brian really narrating this game right now?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes,
I'm not.
can't you hear?
I'm not pregnant.
God damn it, Stanley. Looks like decisions are permanent.
That one wasn't.
The narrator is Stanley amused.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
What I would have done.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
GG, good game. Now what?
You do realize fall damage exists, so mega
We
All
all
of
go
his
home.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Lol,
Perhaps he
this
had
is
simply
gonna
missed
make
a
you
memo.
rage, I feel. World record run. Just beat the game forehead.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Jay is the
this was
baby,
not the
half
correct
human
way
and
to the
half
meeting
furry.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
How did you know you have to fall and die to get the good
Yes,
ending?
this room.
I ain't
But
stupid.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That room scares me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Why is it
There's
when
someone
we
you've
say
been
something funny
neglecting,
you try
Stanley.
not to laugh?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Because you're not funny.
I'm not
Chat,
asking
you're
for
not
me.
funny.
I'm asking for her.
Baba Booey.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Chat, you're a singular unit, and you're not funny. I'm pretty funny.
You promise it's not scary?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Yo. I'm live.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
I'm home.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yeah.
Sounds like you, Jay.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
You are in the Matrix, smile.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Stanley is a tool.
I don't want to push any more buttons.
But in his mind,
this is so sad.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
But he didn't
and each day
choose
that
his
he
life,
returned
did he?
to work
You
was a
either go
reminder
the
that
route
none
or
of
you
it
get
would
killed.
ever happen
Is that
to
what
him.
the game is about?
I don't know. Stop using TTS, you little shit.
Stanley equals me, Sag.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys!
Remove it then.
So he imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I have kids?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
When can I play the
Surely
game?
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's
saca
doing is pushing the
puntas!
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I
Stanley
suppose.
Yilnats?
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I just freeze my computer again? Oh my god. Whew.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Bro, is my game broken? Is this supposed to happen? Hello? 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 Bro. I'm about to throw this chair! Help me! Narrator guy? Fine. Sad. My arms are huge, aren't they? You like that shit? Let me out! I spent $15 on this game? Bro. No.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
No,
What if he
no,
had to
no,
make a
no, no,
decision?
no, please,
What if
God.
a crucial outcome fell? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we haven't gone on the left side yet. So let's
When
go on
Stanley
the left side.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. Told you, this guy's lazy. Me? Wow. Wow. Very good, very good. Yes. Ah. Yes, okay. Chris?
Jay. I wasn't even trying to scare you.
Yes.
I wasn't even trying to remotely scare you. I'm going to Whataburger. Are you hungry? You want some nuggies?
Oh. I'm crying. Oh my god. Holy shit. Chat, you guys want anything? I'm crying. I'm sorry. My eyes. Dude, I'm crying. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Does Whataburger have good iced tea? Chat?
Does Whataburger have good iced tea? I don't even know.
Oh, can I have a patty melt with no onions?
Patty melt, no onions.
Just the sandwich.
Just the sandwich. Got you.
Thank you so much.
Just maybe you want something else.
Thank you. You are the best.
Patty melt?
Patty melt? Dude, my... Oh my god. Holy shit. I just wanted to see if Chris was in the closet, man. Oh. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm fine. I just... Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I scared Chris, dude. Okay. Alright, my bad. We're back. Oh, shit. Oh. No, I really was crying. Like, it just brought immediate tears to my eyes. Holy, I'm so sorry. Hang on, chat. Oh my god, my makeup is gonna melt off now. Oh. He gets me every time, dude. I didn't get the iced tea. Oh, it is bad? Okay, alright. So, Chris isn't in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if there is something in here and you're lying to me? What?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hang on, we have to try. Dude, Red, a car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Can we get in the car,
And then
man?
something
What is it
occurred to
doing in here?
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
Sit down
this,
right there,
he
shut
began
up!
to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
God.
And for that matter,
Oh my
these rooms
God,
were
I'm
starting
gonna- you
to
guys,
look
I'm
pretty
gonna
familiar.
die.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is
Captain
all too
Portugal.
strange. This can't
Thank you
be
for the
real.
resub, dude.
And at last,
Oh my
he came
God,
to the
I'm
conclusion
actually-
that had
I'm
been
not
on the
pregnant.
tip of his
I'm-
tongue. He just hadn't found the words
I'm
for
gonna-
it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
It was all a
what
dream.
Relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
PT?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the
PT?
voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Hoo-wee.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I am normal.
I am okay.
Chat, you're okay. Chat, you're okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yo!
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself. then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
It's always a race to get out of there.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
It's so strange that you can change your mind. Here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Would you look at that? Just look at it.
Monster, thank you.
Just look at it.
Thank you for gifting a sub.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Meep, meep.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
427, right
and
there?
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
A pirate?
From the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
This one.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone.
I feel like
what
I'm
could it
getting...
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm getting agitated, man. I don't got time for this.
Okay, yeah,
Bro.
it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Let's play PT. My office.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
Yo.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
When does the
Do you remember,
shooting
Stanley?
start?
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Thank God!
Congratulations!
Holy shit!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good
Chat,
job.
easy. This...
Oh, no. No,
that
I
easy.
don't feel right about this at all.
I do.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Huh?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
Yes, it was!
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No.
All
I'm
right,
retarded.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the
Bitty
Stanley
little bitties.
Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I like lines. Yellow lines.
You see?
Not
The
white
line
ones.
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To
Look,
destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
He's trolling me, right? I was not expecting that, chat. Wee!
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What's a fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
The plant. Okay, it's a beautiful plant.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Knock, knock.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh God, please don't close the door on me.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Can I just...
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Ooh.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
Papega Pro
I'd
Max
also like
plus
to veto the line
XX.
from having any role in our
What
awesome
was
new
that
story.
name, dog?
No lines or monitor rooms.
What the
Just
hell
don't
was that?
acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Tell you a story? Hello?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Already was.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
Oh,
then
was I
by
making
all
you big?
accounts, the door
Sorry
on the
about that,
right is the
sorry.
correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
I've been
It's
playing
all
this
one
for only
giant ending?
16 minutes?
And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
That's it?
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
Dude.
thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do
This
it.
doesn't seem very confusing. Let's just follow
And the
the...
time return stopped.
Don't you dare stop.
Does that mean...
Bro.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do you think Chris is in the broom closet?
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Damn, son. Yo. It's quite the shindig you got here, man. I'm in a tiny little office space. And you get an organ.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no.
I forgot.
No, this is what he was going to do instead. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
it was a
Stanley
lucky guess.
happened to
See,
input the correct
now it looks
code
like
by
it was
sheer
a lucky
luck.
guess. Do you see what I'm
Amazing.
doing here?
He stepped into the
Yeah, I
newly
forgot.
opened
I actually did forget for
passageway.
like a second. Yeah. Hello. Ah! Wee. No way. Is this girl a retard?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, man, I was just too busy putting in like a bunch of numbers.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Let's go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Are we gonna? Is
The
something?
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeet!
Jay!
You fucker, man. I was like, pause? Yes! Thank you!
spurred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Hayden is the
He doesn't know
best.
the real story, trapped
Look at
forever in
this.
his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye. No.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Bro.
And yet it would be
Thanks
just
for
a
the
few
bite.
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Devin, yo, thank you for the tier 3 resub. Thank you. Oh no, some got on my on the table. Honestly, I thought this was the scene at the end of Titanic when everyone's, you know, what's her face comes out, Jack's at the bottom of the staircase, everyone's clapping. Great scene, you know?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Whoa. True. I'm still remembering the plant. This is not over.
Remove it then. JaycgeeVODS. 2 phones drug dealer confirmed. Why does Stanley have booze? 150 omega lol 150 omega lol 150 omega lol 150 omega. J U Latina?
No, I'm
Then
Italian.
Stanley realized he could turn around 400 times to start to fly. Stanley Parable in 2021, Stanley gets laid off due to the pandemic. Stanley is
I saw a
stuck in a
button.
depression loop and cannot get it together. Stanley applies to 100 jobs a day but gets no replies. Stanley Big Satch. He doesn't leave office room, kind of like Jay doesn't leave bedroom smile. I am about to fall asleep listening to this old man's voice. How many push-up can you do? Just
3.
open the door, forehead. Why are you keep closing those doors? Jay? Old Jay could have escaped through the air vent, but pregnant Jay will need someone to prop the door open. I want my ears back, please. I came here because I heard you on Ginny's stream. Nice bait kek. You should try the barbecue chicken sandwich. Wuss. Okay, but how did your door and the door in game open at the same time?
Are we done?
You really needed that heart rate monitor today.
Oh, look
Worst
at these
adventure
two.
sad.
How they wish to destroy
Are you getting
one
younger?
another. How they wish to
Why
control
are you
one
obeying
another.
everything like a sheep?
How they both wish to be
Hope
free.
you're doing well, Jay. It's all one giant ending.
Can you see?
Yo.
Can you see
You.
how much they need
Hurrah.
one another?
Won't do
No,
eat, won't do
perhaps
eat,
not.
won't.
Sometimes these
What
things
is
cannot
this
be
game?
seen.
Let me get this straight. One of your founders has a Rickroll
Stewie,
reference as his
you can
name?
still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Nice. Hello? Did my computer freeze? Hello? Stanley? Donut wall? Yo, back at it again.
How
What the fuck is
wonderful.
up?
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself.
Yes.
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
True.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
We're free.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible
Party
room,
in the break room.
Stanley for the first time
Woo!
understood
Let's
true
go.
happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I beat it?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Speed
Feeling
run.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Chris?
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
True.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Try Hard 7? I see that in the chat.
Cloudbird, thank you for the resub. Welcome back, my man. My man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I have an idea.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Cameras!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
True?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Where did I just come from? I came from there. Wait, hang on. I want to see what's over here. Portal time. And then crazy time. 4. You can't jump. I just got an achievement.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That's good.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. No! I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
I had too.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Dude,
but I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Bro.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Kind of hurt. I'm not restarting this freaking game. Okay, I guess it's gonna restart for me. Yo, what's up? My first day here. How's it going?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is this beatable? Am I getting beat? I'm getting beat right now, aren't I?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Wait, I can't find them. I can't. Dude. No! Oh, it's already open? Dude, I would have been there all day. I would have been there all day.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Who the fuck is Blex? I'm just kidding. Yo! I hope you guys had a good stream. Thank you, thank you.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Just kidding.
Stanley's co-workers.
Thank you.
The lives of so many individuals
play some
reduced
Crazy
to
Time
images
soon.
on a screen.
Crazy
and
Time.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility,
I wish
it
I
was
could
too
skip the
horrible
dialogue.
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
Bella's
really
not
been
there? How
under
do you already
someone's
know?
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
the
emotions
emote
had been
overlay? It's on
manipulated to
Streamlabs.
accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
You went on
His
the site and
own
checked?
life in someone
you
else's
know? Oh, so,
control.
like, you were just like, yeah, let's go see if
Never.
Bill was
It
there.
was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
Hey, we're gonna
commanded
turn
from
it
this
the fuck
very place.
off.
And as the cold
Turn it
reality
off.
of his
Turn
past
it off.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
This is my place now. Did I beat it?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
I win.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped
Jay-Z!
through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I beat the game!
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Wait, what? What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna do this one more freaking time, man.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Oh, man. Oh, I wanted to, like, run out before. Just go. Yo, can you guys hear me? Ah! I need to wash my hands really quick.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Now
read
we're
Mind
leaving.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the
We
truth
don't
was
gon' get
that at
out
the
of
end
here.
of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death
Sleepy,
would
no!
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned, willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye. Bye, Stanley. Yo.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led
Alright, boys, wanna play some
helplessly
Crazy
into
Time?
the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
We died.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
All right, boys. It's not my birthday. Okay, do you want to play Crazy Time? What is it? A piece of hair? It's not. It is not my birthday. Holy shit.
Let me get this straight. One of your founders has a Rickroll reference as his name? No way, JaycgeeVODS roll.
Yo.
Yo.
Chat told me you've been killing plants, Sag.
No, I'm not.
You're looking very handsome today, chat Peeposhy.
All right,
Stop
chat.
talking about pregnant J weird chat.